Hello Rat Bears, it's Jade Plays Games. Welcome to the Conan Update 24 reaction trailer video. So this is the brand new stuff that's just been updated today. I haven't seen the trailer, I've got a clue what's going on other than I know dungeons are coming. But this looks like the start of the dungeon. Oh, so you've got to break an entrance? You've got to create an entrance, or can you just open it with anything? And this is the dungeons. This is really cool. This is what it's needed. It's needed some sort of extra middle game stuff. New dungeon, the DREGS. That looks pretty interesting. It does look really cool. Big old door as well. So there's puzzle elements in these dungeons. You're going to have to work out how to do things in them. Like environment puzzles. I knew that much, definitely. Lots of swimming involved as well. You can flood the apartments. We've got new armour, weapons. This is the reptilian armour. So this is definitely coming in the game. Oh, that's a new type of light. I don't know if there's new enemies. Is that a new enemy? Oh, it is. It's like a albino alligator or something, or lizard. And this is the new boss encounter. So I was told there was going to be like a new god, or there would be something where you could, not told. Oh, look at that. Oh, it just jumps right out at you. Oh, sugar. Yes, this is looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. So let's take a quick look at some of the actual action again. This dungeon is massive. Look how big it is. It's going to be really cool to explore it, and obviously if it's got a lot of creatures, they've got a special resource in it. It's phosphorus. The phosphorus, I do believe, is going to be useful for all sorts of explosions, and I think it powers these lights as well. So lots and lots of environmental puzzles, etc. Stuff to be looking at, and we're going to have to work out how to open compartments up, I'm guessing. It's pretty much pull a lever here, make the water rise so that you can get to the next part of the dungeon. And this is the brand new armour as well. Here's another screenshot of it. It's looking really cool. It's looking really good. I really like the armour styles. I like the fact they're really starting to craft new and different ones. There was a bit of a kerfuffle about how to get the last armour. Not a lot of people realised. I think you had to get like a level 3 special thrall to make it. Whereas a lot of people were disappointed you couldn't just make it straight off the bat. So I imagine it's going to be the same thing with the actual reptile armour as well. New enemies look alright as well. Well, they look a bit like just an alligator that's been reskinned a little, to be fair. I think I would have liked something a little bit more, I don't know, just looking a bit more different from what we've already got. And this looks cool. It looks like a fat sausage though. When it comes out of the water, that looks really cool. I like that. I imagine that it's going to be massive underneath the water. And then when it jumps out at you, it just looks like a big fat sausage. I don't know about that one. I don't know if it's as scary when it looks like that. Maybe it's just because it hasn't got any arms or anything like that. I don't know. And obviously it shoots some sort of venom or acid or something at people. I think the idea with these are that if you spend too much time here, or you're going to have to use the dungeons to become like a necromancer or a sorcerer, you basically corrupt yourself so much. I know you get corruption that way, and that will eventually lead to that. That's what their plans are. So you can become like a dark mage type character. And I was, from looking at those patch notes last time and looking at all the information, I'm pretty sure that some of these dungeons are going to contain like a new way to get a new god. But we'll have to see how that pans out. Obviously things might change and I might have got the wrong end of the stick. So let's take a look at the actual patch notes, what they've actually added to the game. So they've added the brand new dungeon, the DREGS. A massive and ancient aqueduct leads water from the mountains down to the unnamed city. A vast sewer system was built to carry the city's refuge and waste into the southern river system. Dark and dangerous sorcerous experiments were performed in the unnamed city, and their remnants and leftovers were also flushed down into the tunnels beneath the city. In ancient times, slaves were made to go and clean out the dregs. So it says a beastly ritual is needed to open a dungeon, and a spiral staircase will lead you down into the darkness below. You must fight your way through new albino komodos who have grown strong in the natural waters from the city above. The undead also dwell in this place, marking any place which is filled with the corrupting powers of dark magic their home. So just like we thought, the sewers have a series of valves and levers which can flood certain chambers. This was used by the slaves so they could clean the tunnels, but it's now your task to navigate these obstacles and figure out the mechanics needed to advance from chamber to chamber. Something more dangerous than komodos and undead has made this place its home. If you can brave the challenges and solve the puzzles, you eventually come face to face with a grotesque and insidious being called the Abysmal Remnant. Emerging from its fetid pool, this massive creature will attack with sprays of lethal acid and bite with crunching jaws filled with huge teeth. The monster may be daunting and tough, but you're able to defend it. It gives great rewards. So you will get new recipes and new resources, like I said. Make glow sticks basically, which don't get extinguished by water. If you go down there, you'll learn how to make the new armour from reptiles like crocodiles and komodos. So it's a medium armour. And you've got to learn the recipe in the dregs. They've added a brand new armour making system for medium armour, so you've got to basically make a frame for it and then you choose what type of armour you want on it. There's a brand new sword and dagger, plus new sets of bolts and arrows in the dregs. Level 10 to 20 characters. Lots of new recipes and rewards. It looks pretty cool. It does look really cool. Right, back to the patch notes. What else have they done? They've re-enabled a secondary hammer attack. They've disabled Spear's secondary attack. They've made it so that NPC camps should keep respawning even if players are built close by. Bedroll problem was fixed. Apparently it wasn't collecting players when they died. Upgrading foundations no longer destroys placeables on them. That's really cool. Lots of fixes with things like stackable items disappearing. Problem where you had a thrall in your inventory and you was trying to dye an armor piece, that broke the server. It's no longer possible to build floating buildings which lack the necessary stability. Exploit fix. So these are the exploits. These are offered prizes or bounties. If you can prove that you're the first one to recognise an exploit and send them proof, you could receive a big massive amount of money. So fix one where you could duplicate avatars, fix armour duplication on unconscious bodies. Now drop high, that's pretty cool. There's lots of different chests with different tiers in the dungeon. Black benches no longer play audio if no thrall is present. I have been hearing the tinkering whenever I load up my game, even though there's no one there. Thrall armourers, especially tier 3 and 4, now have more recipes. Trebuchet can no longer inflict damage to structures during PvP and PvE time restrictions. And they've added a warning notification before you start taking damage from hunger or thirst. That's pretty good. So all in all, a pretty good update. I like the fact they're starting to really add content now. They added the trebuchet only last week, and now they've added this as well, so it's really good going. So there you go, that's another Conan Exiles update done. I'm going to be doing more of this format. I'm going to be showing you my reaction to the trailers. I'm going to try avoiding watching them. And then we're going to discuss the patch notes and anything else that I think is pretty relevant to it. And then after that, I'll be covering the actual footage with actual gameplay later on. It's Friday tomorrow, so that's my brand new day for Conan Exiles content. It is meant to be PvP. I have got a PvP server. If you want to come and join me on my PvP server, let me know. I've found it really hard to get the server populated. Even though I've got a bit more connections and I've got more subscribers that watch, I don't have a massive PC fan base. So if you're into Conan Exiles and you've got ideas about promoting the server, or you're on a forum, or you know how to kind of manage it, let me know in the comments section. I would love it if someone could come literally and start, you know, promoting the server a bit for me. Help me out, as I find it I'm just too lazy and too busy. At the moment we're using it just for mucking around with and building and stuff like that. So lots of ideas. If anyone's got any ideas how to utilise it, please let me know in the comments section. I'm Jade PLAYSGAMES. For all the game news to do with art, Conan Exiles and much more, make sure you've got notifications turned on. Until next time, bye bye.